the days before the regulation of food, alcohol, and medicine, all three were often mislabeled and infused with unsafe botanicals, other addictive drugs like cocaine and morphine, toxic dyes, and preservatives, including embalming fluid. Only relatively recently have alcohol and medicine become uncoupled. We think of the 1950s soda fountain as a wholesome milkshake shop, but a few decades earlier, you could buy your laudanum there and chase it with a wine spritzer. In Ireland, the practice of giving blood donors a free pint of Guinness ended only in 2009. Alcohol is an important part of modern herbal medicine, used as a solvent with which to extract the active properties of botanicals. And as part of family traditions around the globe, parents still rub a little whiskey or rum or the local spirit on their baby's gums to soothe the pain from teething. The idea for this book began to take shape several years ago. I was writing an article about the gin and tonic and wanted to cite the creation date of the drink. I couldn't find any specific date, just the general information that the cocktail was first consumed in 1800s India by Brits who loved gin and needed the quinine in the tonic water to ward off malaria. A few years and about 20 books read later, I didn't learn anything much about the cocktail, but I did learn a great deal about malaria in particular and medicine in general. Unlike the history of cocktails, the history of medicine is well documented. As I continued to research, I learned more about the anti-malarial properties of tonic water, juniper in gin as a diuretic, absinthe as a water purifier, brandy to revive a patient from shock, Faro china to treat anemia, and how root beer's sarsaparilla was once used to soothe syphilis. Pretty soon, I could trace the medicinal origins of so many of today's drinks I realized they could fill a book. So here we are. What you are hopefully about to hear is the interconnected history of alcohol and medicine, and not even close to the complete history of one or the other. Luckily, a lot of those books exist already. Have at it. This book is also not an exhaustive study of the medicinal uses for alcohol. I have probably neglected to mention your favorite family folk medicine, and no doubt soju and slivovitz found their way into medicinal use just as sherry and soda water did. Some alcoholic cures I missed, others I passed over, and surely there were many more that I never discovered. Some wines, beers, and spirits have a more direct medicinal lineage than others, but it should be clear by the end of the book that all alcohol and many mixers were used as medicine or with medicine at some point. Most of the time, a drink is just a drink to sip and enjoy with friends. As it turns out, there can be health benefits to that, but this book isn't trying to be prescriptive. Alcoholic beverages are not health drinks, despite what modern electrolyte-added beers and herb-infused vodka brands might try to imply. This book is merely meant to give the reader an appreciation of alcohol's long and lush medicinal history. Negroni. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters Campari. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters gin. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters sweet vermouth. Add all ingredients to an ice-filled old-fashioned glass, stir, and garnish with an orange twist. Disclaimer. This is most definitely not a book of natural cures or recipes for booze-based remedies, but one about the inseparable history of alcohol in medicine, of bartenders and pharmacists, of cocktails and cures. If you need medicine, talk to your doctor. If you need a cocktail, see your local mixologist. 1. Fermentation. Greeks, Galen, and Guinness. Men who have been intoxicated with wine fall down face foremost, whereas they who have drunk barley beer lie outstretched on their backs, for wine makes one top-heavy, but beer stupefies. Aristotle, according to Athanasius Deipnosophistae. In what is known as the drunken monkey hypothesis, ancestors of humans ate fallen fruit fermenting naturally on the forest floor. They liked it. Alcohol has readily digestible calories and lots of them. The fruit was easy to find via its amplified aroma, and ethanol is antimicrobial, so it was relatively healthy. It was a win all the way around. This theory is used to claim that humans are pre-adapted for consuming alcohol. Humans have been fermenting beverages on purpose since probably around 10,000 BCE. Pottery was found in Jiahu, northern China, dating